Hi, how are you? I'm Robin. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. This little world right here is Man for Himself. If you like men's hair product reviews, grooming, skincare, fragrance, and videos like this, then please do press subscribe right now. Okay, my hair is super long. It's kind of unkept, but I'm going with it. But during this time, I have been testing quite a lot of hair products and seeing what they kind of do in longer hair versus what they would do on my shorter hair. And one of those products is the Moroccanoil Molding Cream. Now, you'll remember that Moroccanoil Texture Clay became one of my most used products last year, the year before. It entered the Man for Himself Holy Grail, which is quite something. Those really are the products that I think really are fantastic. And this is a product I continue to go back to. Actually, today I styled it with this. So I thought I would say for those of you that maybe have bought this or have looked at both of these, I want to give you a review of this, but also tell you how this compares. Now, the Moroccanoil Molding Cream says it's for all hair types. It has a flexible hold and a matte finish. So that's what we will look at. When you're looking into ingredients, it is water-based. So it's got water at the top. It's also got synthesized beeswax. It's got argan oil, which is good for elasticity and kind of makes your hair more manageable. And it's also got olive oil, which is really good for holding in the moisture. That's one thing you'll find with Moroccan oil hair products is that they're all about that sort of hair health. And you should find, without giving this away, you should find that sort of after using it, they kind of work as a bit of a treatment. When you're looking into kind of like the consistency of this product, you will see that it is, to be expected, very creamy. It is fibrous. It's very easy to get into the hands, to warm up, and then to start applying to the hair. It is so smooth. One thing you'll find, sort of if you're gonna do a versus on this is smoother. This is thicker, being the texture clay, it's thicker and it's fuller. It also feels grittier in the hands. In terms of styling, now, when this says it has a flexible hold, what I would be expecting is that the product wouldn't build a huge amount of volume, but it's really good for working in. As always, work a product in layers. Don't ever just pile a product into your hair. It doesn't matter how long or how short it is. Doing that is gonna weigh it down, it's gonna make it greasy, it's gonna make it heavy. Start with a small bit, work it back to front, and then work it through. Now, what you'll find with this, especially if you do have slightly longer hair, it's good for working in texture. Now, although this is the texture clay, this still does add loads and loads of piecey texture. So you can kind of pull it strands, you can build it in as layers, but you're still able to get a good amount of volume. One thing I would say in terms of sort of hair types, when my hair was shorter, my hair is fine. I found that this was almost maybe a little too light for my hair. If your hair is thicker and fuller and longer and has that weight, then this is going to help to add in something which is slightly more manageable. And you can see that into the finish of the product. You get really great texture. The hair looks smooth, it looks controlled, and it looks defined. And I've really been liking the way that my hair is left. The hold is fine. If you're looking for a product with great hold, you want to have loads of height and volume in your hair. Maybe you've got a sort of a classic fade, and then you've got all that length into the sort of center and the top. This product won't be great for you. You'd be better to stick with something like the texture clay, working with a volumizing product as a pre-styler first, and then using this as a styling product and then finishing. If you just want something that is slightly more texturizing and makes hair slightly more manageable, but you want a light hold and a light finish, then the molding cream could be good for that. And that's exactly why I've been liking it in my hair at the moment. Looking at my hair right now, the sort of volume that I'm getting into the front of it, I couldn't get with the molding cream. Also, the sort of texture and the finish is drier with the texture clay versus the molding cream, which is definitely about being smoother. When you're looking at washability, it is a water-based product. It washes out so easily, and actually, after using it, your hair does feel really smooth, it feels conditioned, it feels in great condition, I should say that, and that's what you always get from these Moroccanoil products. Price point is around about the $28 mark, around about £20, that's 100 mils, you do get smaller ones. Again, this will be on manforhimself.com with loads of other product reviews. We have loads. hair care, pre-stylers, fragrance, skincare, all there with my rating and also ratings from you guys so you can really compare them and kind of see what works for you. Also, if a product ever goes on sale, I will update that. I'll hit a sale button. You'll be able to see that on the site and you'll be able to get in and quickly get yourself a deal. Now, the Texture Clay was a Man For Himself Holy Grail product, which is really a section on manforhimself.com of, I think, like the best 5-star products across skincare, fragrance, grooming, hair products, just stuff that I think you guys will love because I have absolutely loved it. And I know actually from messages from you guys and also from looking at what you've been clicking that so many of you have bought this, and that makes me really very pleased. So hopefully you'll be able to see if this could be your next purchase. Also on Man For Hair, Man For Himself, Man For Hair, the hairstyle directory. If you're looking for hairstyle inspiration, there is a full directory there, so check it out. I would say for this, it's a great product. For me, it's a 5-star product. Is it a Man For Himself Holy Grail product? No, probably not. But I do think it's great, and I think if you're looking for a product to smooth, to define, and to give your hair a really great natural movement, then I think this could be a goodie. But thank you very much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed this one. If you're still new to this, you've still not pressed subscribe, then please do hit subscribe right now. The button is just on screen. There's also more video suggestions down there. Stick with me and watch them. Head to the products pages there. Also a link to my Instagram, plus the new Man For Hair Instagram up there. But until my next new video, bye-bye.